All right. That's good. That's good. What do we got here? That's a data cord. Oh, a bit cold. Great, that's charging. Yes, it's certainly a bit cold. Hey Terry, g'day Extreme, how are you mate? Right, let me just change my top for a second because this is a little bit like wintry, you know what I mean? Man, it's freezing. All right, so is it? I think it is, mate. All right, famo. Okay. Thanks to everyone for tuning in. Okay. I'm gonna have to change the title, I think. That's a bit better. That's good. So we've got charge there. Okay, so fam, and welcome. So what's happened is, I'll just give you the rundown. Thankfully, a farmer that I approached yesterday has been gracious enough to let us come in and stream live fishing on his property, as you can see. Right. Hey, Classic Hank, how are you, mate? So what we're going to do, first thing we're going to do, we're going to go for a walk and explore our new spots. So it's the same old story with fishing, fam. You know, if you go to a spot that doesn't have many people fishing from it, you've got much more of a chance, you know, of catching that fish of a lifetime, which is exactly the logic behind, you know, why we're doing this. So let me just get that in there and that in there. All right, so we've taped that. Now, we've got full signal, right? So the first thing we're going to do is let's go for a little walk and see what we've got here. I need to figure out, I'm just going to give you an insight into streaming, fam, right? So what you do when you first start streaming and you go to a new spot is you check it out, okay? And this is exactly what we're doing here. So what we'll do is we're just going to walk along here. Right, now look at this. Look how much easier the access is on this farmland, fam. We're just going to have to be careful in the summer with snakes and everything. But that's the river down there. Oh, it is, Terry. It is. You, when I say we're having a storm, whoo, we're having a storm. Right. So let's chuck that there. All right, what I'm going to do is, and this is the power of, you know, streaming and microphones and all that sort of stuff. Let's turn this around there. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to figure out how to get down to where the water is the safest way. I could probably get down here, you know, and there's actually a little track that goes along the river there, but as you can see, oh, that's all right, Tipsy Max, don't worry about that, mate. I'll sort it out in a minute. My main concern is just getting on here first. Right, so see down here, right, normally we fish the other side of the river. This is the deep side. The water in here is up to 10 meters deep. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm just going to come down here. Right, all right, so you know, it's quite romantic standing here amongst the rotting cow pads. Such a pleasant aroma, you know. Yes, bigger fish, more territory, Adam. So what we can do is we can now cast across the river and fish into the shallows and bring baits and lures and that back towards us in deeper territory. So that's just win-win for everyone, okay? So let's just move our way along here. Now where we are is actually fairly well protected, all right? So being fairly well protected, they actually can't get casts in here, okay? They actually can't get casts in here because of the overhanging trees, see? So you might get the odd one in, but overall, I think in the overall complexity of things, I think this side is relatively unfished. And as the farmer told me, he said, yeah, we don't normally like go fishing and that sort of stuff. Now, oh, this is good. Right, so this is a really steep drop off here. And when I say steep, I mean really steep, mate. There's a vertical drop of about 20 meters there. So the water in front of this spot here, okay, is deep, right? And as you can see, we've got a little track down there. So see down in here where you've got that drop off, I don't want to go too close to the edge. So the only way you can really fish in here, right? Oh yeah, mate, now about that. Right, so let's go in here, right? Okay, now there we are. And whenever I go to a new spot for the first time, what I always do is I spend a bit of time just walking around and checking out the spots and planning what I'm going to do. So now this is interesting. Just on the edge there, we've got a heap of like structure and stuff like that, and then it literally drops off into a sheer drop. So this is pretty deep here, and I don't think you can fish from across the other side. So this is here, and the other good thing about this too is if we get in here, we'll be sheltered from the wind. The only thing we've got to worry about is just, you know, just got to worry about, oh, I don't think those trees are going to fall or anything. A little bit of a tip, the wind's blowing this way. I've parked the car far enough away from a tree so that if one falls, it shouldn't hit the car. Now, most of this area through here is rock. So if you've got rock underneath soil like that, you might even have a little area that, okay, so can I get to that? So that's a rocky outcrop. Hello, that screams fish. All right, I think we just found our spot, fam. Check this out. Oh yeah, look at that. This is the deepest section of the river. This is about, I'd say, I reckon it's a good 20 metre drop here. So let's head down here. Excellent. I think we've just found our spot, famo. Lovely. Right, what I'm going to do is Just going to bring this in here. Right, let's just put things in a perspective now. Right, so, okay. Have a look at that, famo. Have a look at that. Hang on, I'll just bring this back and show you. Right, so see this? Okay. See that there? That is a sheer drop there. I'm just going to set up this tripod, so like that. That's better, we'll just shorten that leg. Nice. We've still got... No! What happened? Ads! I don't know what's going on. I'm just trying to... Ads, come back. It's all forgiven. I'm sorry. I touched the phone on the screen and it just went feral. Righty, I'm just going to chuck this down here like this. Right. Can someone... Oh, dear. Right, now just give me a second, fam. Right. Let's just suss this out. My word. Okay, famo. I think we just hit pay dirt. Ow! Yo! Ads. Oh. Hi, Jai. How are you? Oh, yeah. Can someone time out ads? Remove actions. Yes. No. Bugger. All right. So... Why? 3 minutes 10 behind. Hang on. Was there a bit of lag? Terry, that makes two of us. No idea. Okay, so let's just have a look. No, this is just a whole different world now, fam. So there's actually no access from that side. Oh, man. Now, why is that going silly? There we go. Ads. Oh, dear, hang on. Hang on. Man, do I have some apologising to do to... Don't know. Okay, so let's just get in here for a second. Right. I should be able to drive down here too. Now, this reminds me so much of Walpole and Augusta, it's just not funny. Okay. Hey, Eric, how are you, mate? Now, sorry about this dropping out. What happened there? Oh, I know why. I know why. Now, if I do that, okay, if I do that now, if I do that, lovely. Oh, I need to put the back on that. Yep, I'll do that in a second. We just found a new spot, Eric. Man, that is so deep in here. That is just so deep. Oh, this wind's picking up. I'm worried that we're going to lose the phone. What? Oh dear. YouTube quit unexpectedly. Let's go on feral. Rightio. So, this is what I think we're going to do, famo. Right? Yeah, you and me both, Terry. What you do, Terry, is you actually click on their username and that'll bring up the menu. It's not like the old one. Right, so. Oh, ads, mate, sorry about that, buddy. I bloody moved the phone screen and you know me. Okay, sorry, ads. Righto, bud. Now, I've got a cast in here and I've got a cast in here. Minus 136. Why would that be that? Come on. Oh, sorry about that, ads. Okay, fam, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring the car down here. I'm going to leave the tripod there. And then what we're going to do is we're just going to fish in here. Now this absolutely screams fish. I've got a huge drop off there, as you saw by the vertical face there. And there's a fair bit of rock and clay in that. So in the summer months, right? So in the summer months, when you've got the super hot weather and you've got the water level dropping, obviously, and the salt pushes up, that's going to be a spot where they hold out because it's deep and it'll be cooler for them, okay? And this side of the river is deeper. So just judging by what's over the other side, I don't even think you could really get a cast in here, famo. So, yeah, good one, ads. Right, yeah, if you buy me a new one when they have to retrieve it. Okay, so what we'll do is I'll bring the car down. Right, I'll park it just over there. I'll just get the back for the modem. So let's go here. Now let's just see if that's a better angle. Okay, so I'm going to be able to drop a bait in there, right? I'm going to be able to drop a bait in there. Actually, no, I'll probably drop it in here. Whenever you're fishing in that sort of stuff, famo, not only do you have to worry about where you can fish, you've also got to worry about where you can get your fish out of the water. Okay, so let me just have a quick look. That's an old strainer post there. That's actually less of a drop off than the other spot we were fishing. And as much as there's cover, there's one snag here that's going out in the water where you can see where the trees died. You've got another one here. So, let's work this out. Seriously, the bank actually looks like it's a vertical drop, fam. You know, when you're looking over the pool off the board, something like that. Right, that's not going anywhere. So we actually have an undercut bank here, fam. That's actually undercut in there. So usually with even like big brown trout and bream, if you've got an undercut bank, they'll just sit there on the side and shoot out and feed and head back towards it. So most of our fishing today is going to be vertical. So, oh, that's right, Ads, you know. So, yeah, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to leave the stream here for a second. I'm going to just plonk my phone down. So just check out the water. Then what we'll do is I'll figure out where I'm going to bring the car down to. Okay, and then what we'll do is we'll start. I'm really looking forward to this, fam. We've got this stretch of river all to ourselves. Right. Yeah, they're in the next paddock, you know. So I'm just gonna, this is great. This is sensational. Absolutely sensational. Right. So I'll just get the car, I'll come down and then we'll work from there. Lie fishing. God, most of fishing is a lie, really, especially when they talk about the size of the fish they catch. So, now where can I bring the car down? I'm guessing I can follow this line, can't I? Oh, hang on, I've got to be careful of trees. The wind's blowing this way. So what I'll do is I'll just go in the next paddock and park in there. Unbelievable, middle of winter, and this is mainly dry here. Can live with that. Right. Okay, famo, just hang on a second. I'm just gonna. Sean, how are you, mate? Okay, so I've just parked the car over there in the paddock. Right, I'm just gonna sit here and put the hey. Okay, so just gonna chuck that in there. Right, so we've got clear line of sight. Everything's good. This reminds me so much of like the deep river near Walpole, Augusta, even the Calgon in some spots. That oh, thanks, Sean. Isn't it next level, Sean? Isn't it next level, mate? Like unbelievable, you know? Like, yeah, unbelievable. Just great. Ah, bull ants. Hello, mate. Yeah, glad I found you. They need to just calm down a bit. Yeah, just out of sight, really, out of mind. No hard feelings, bruv. Rightio. Okay. Now, must be a good spot. There's a big bull ant nest. I'm going to bring the esky down. First cast. Like I said, there's a snag in here and an undershot bank here. There's a bit of a snag here. Me personally, I think this spot will improve during summer because you've got the sheer drop there on the bank in this high country. So just trying to figure it out. Every single time you go to a new spot, fam, you got to work through it, you know. Let me just put this phone down for a second. That was what we call a bull ant. So go to Google, Sean, the University of Google that everyone's graduated from, right? And type in Western Australian bull ant and you'll see what I mean. Lucky bull ants aren't the size of mice, mate. They'd kill you. Oh, they'd kill you. Right. And this is what you've got to do when you chase content, famo. When you chase content, you've got to find the spots. You know what I mean? It's all about the content, fam. It is all about the content. Oh no, that's not it. Is that a short one? Yes. No. Hang on, famo. Righto. Okay, so I'm just going to bring the rods down first. Right, we've got Old Faithful today, fam. So I'm expecting big things from Old Faithful. Right, just need to charge this phone up a bit. So let's just chuck that in there and chuck that in there. Oh, mate. Don't be afraid, mate. Come to Australia, you get rid of the phobia. Or lose a limb on the way, you know what I mean? All right, I'm just going to go and get the bait. Be back in a second. I hope so, Eds. Be nice. Whoops. All right. So, yeah. All right, famo. Ta-da! We're here. Now, Eds, it's a bit harsh, mate. All right, a bit harsh, Eds. Hopefully, whoops. Hopefully the bull ants don't run off with my phone. They're big enough, I'm telling you. All right, fam, now, the river's still quite discoloured, so I'm not going to bother with lures at the moment. Right, so what we're going to do is just use the bait that's been working really well recently, which is the old Humble Pilchard. Right, so yeah, that's a tail. Marco, how are you, mate? Right, first cast, lovely. Let's get it in there. That's still sinking, just dropped. Wow. Okay. Oh, I don't know, Eds. We'll worry about it later. Okay. Now this is interesting. What I'm going to do is I'm actually going to hold this bait. Right. Right, now, that sinker's on the bottom. Actually, what we'll do is we'll cast the big rod out and leave that in the river, then we'll fish with the little one, all right? So let me just bring this back in. Rightio. Let me just bring this back in. We'll put the big one out. Oh, don't worry about it, Ads. I've already done that, mate. I bought him half a carton of beer yesterday. That's the language of the economy, mate, beer. So let's bait this. Right, let's just get this out here and hopefully this goes off first. Hang on, fam. All right. Alright, I'm going to put this in the fork of this tree, like that. Alright, all systems go. Let's just, okay. That's good. Righto, famo, let's just chill out now. Take it steady, steady. Modem's working. Got a bit of rain coming, but that's fishing in winter. Gonna plonk this down here. Okay. That's right. Oh, that's how you got to do it, Sean. You know, like so many people just want something for nothing. With the streaming, we don't work like that. We want to fish this spot for 20 years, mate. So, you know. And if that's going to be 20 cartons of beer, it's going to be 20 cartons of beer. So nice to be able to chill out. And look, if there's anyone in COVID lockdown, we're very sorry to hear that you're going through that, okay? So hopefully this just brings a bit of cheer, you know? Well done, Ads, you've jinxed me. Get out of there. Come on. Second cast, and I got reeds as well. I mean, I'm on a trifecta today. Great. Hi Ning, how are you, mate? We're on private property. This is the Collie River near Collie in Western Australia. Right. That's better. That just stopped sinking. Rightio, the sinker is on the bottom swivel. Ugh. And the species we're going for today, Ning, is the Western Australian black brim. Okay? That's what we're going for. Ooh. I just use Streamlabs ads. There's actually no perfect app for streaming, fam. They've all got their faults, you know. But the main thing you've got to worry about is connection, okay? And thanks, people. 10 people that are watching, awesome. I'm just surprised. I'm just surprised that we're able to fish here, famo. I'd be very surprised if anybody's had a cast in here for a while. You know, I mean, obviously the livestock have come down and chewed everything. So, 10 viewers, awesome. Thank you very much. Right. When this river clears up, fam, we'll start doing some different types of lures. We'll use blades, we'll use crankbaits, we'll use topwater baits, soft plastics, everything. I think I should be able to fly fish over the other side, you know. Oh, it is, Terry, you know, and I mean, if there's anyone that's in lockdown at the moment, you know, our thoughts are with you, and we hope that you're coping okay. We only had a 5-day regional lockdown, and, you know, yeah, that was bad enough. I don't know how you have been doing it for 100 days and that sort of stuff. There's some really good positions here to cast lures while you're bait fishing, fam. Oh. Now we're only using 14-pound fluorocarbon here, famo. I might have to get my jacket because I'm just starting to get a bit of a chill in the old ear. Oh, that hurt. Is the audio good? The oyster cracker and toadfish. Okay, Sean. Right. Isn't this so much more different than having to contend with what we had to contend with over the other side, famo, you know? And over the other side, I'd like to be able to fish under there. I mean, the other thing is too, we can launch a kayak from here pretty easy, I think. All right, so we have good quality sound, good quality image. Now we just need good quality fish. Personally, I think the quality of video and audio is much better on here, fam. Now, I'm using fluoro green fire line over there. I had a sag in the line, now the line's straightened. So my presumption is that something might be trying to latch onto the bait. Oh, it does, Ads, you know. No, it's just starting to loosen up again, all right. Tell you what, it's a wintry old day. We're going to get a bit of a rain in a second, Famo, so I'm just going to have to sort that. What I might do is I might reverse the car up, put the back of the car up and put all the equipment in the back of the car. That's a good idea. Hang on. Let me just bring this in here. Right, I'm just going to do a long cast, right, and get this out in the middle of the river. Right, and then what I'm going to do is, I've got nowhere to hang it. Oh, here comes that rain, damn it. Yeah, I think so, Ads. I think you're dead right. Yeah, we can do this. Hang on, stay there. That's a better idea for sure. I've left the bail arm open on that reel. All right, so we've decided, okay, to show a bit of maturity and reverse the car up. Thanks to the 10 people that are watching. Right, just give me a second, Famo. Right, so that's going to go undercover now. We still got reception. Full now. Wind's a bit strong. Stay there for a second. Oh. Right, so let's just take this off here now. Oh. Like that. Chuck this in here. That's what happens when your phone screen gets wet. It goes a bit feral. Make it in there. Okay, don't worry about me, the equipment's okay. I know how it works. Right, we take the power bank off there, put the tripod away. Righto, let me just go and check this phone now while we're here. So, I'm going to put my jacket on because this is freezing. Hang on. Whew. Ouch. let's just put that receiver there. Right, so tuck the shirt in. Right. Oh, okay. Hey, Timmy Healy, how are you, mate? Rightio. So, right, no bites yet. Sorry, phone. You'll have to get over that. That phone's starting to heat up a bit. Okay, now okay, that might be better. Right, now let's see if this cord is going to charge faster than the other one, because we need it. Right, so yeah, pretty good, Tim. We've managed to organise private access on a river. So what I've done is I've just driven down a paddock. This is all farmland here. I've already bought the farmer a half a carton of beer, right? And what we're doing is just going to chill out and just see if we can obviously catch a fish. Now let me put this away. Right, that can stay here. All right, we've got it now, so all the equipment's dry. Okay, beautiful, that's better. And now we're going to master the art of relaxation, fam. It's just nice to chill out. Right. I'm going to sit and face the receiver there so that we don't lose audio. Oh, now we might have to zoom in a bit, I think. So with the equipment that we've got, we can do that. That's not where I cast. Did I just lose a fish? No. All right, nice. Okay, so this is going to go here, like so. The other thing we're doing today, Famo, is we're helping out with dolphin research. Right, so we're going to monitor their migrations up this river. So that's not too bad. I'm going to leave the bail arm open on this reel, because if a big brim hits this bait, right, what it'll do is it'll take the rod and everything. No, it's not, Timmy. This is private property, mate. Before we were before we were in the other side on public access. So right, let me just sort this out now. Get this right. Okay, nice. Okay, good audio. Good everything. Let's drop that so it doesn't knock the camera over. Excellent. All right, Famo. I'm going to tuck my shirt in so I look respectable. Whew. Oh. Right, let's leave that there. Oh, that's a bit better. Oh, it is. No one fishes this side, Tim. You know, it's actually quite deep here compared to the other side, but it is what it is, you know. So we've got the camera there. I could actually probably come in closer, I think, but we'll just do it for here for this time, all right? Audio visual is good, don't stress, righto. Whew. Thanks for liking that tweet too, Sean. I appreciate all your support on Twitter, mate. Excuse me. So Terry, how do you bring up the list of who's in chat? I don't even know that. Quality 480p, but oh, we have a fish species known as the West Australian black brim, Tim. They can grow quite big, nearly 20 inches long. They're not. They're a bit like your freshwater brim. But if you go to Google and type in Western Australian black brim, BREAM, it'll tell you. Okay? And also we're hoping to catch a mulloway and that sort of stuff. And we are also helping out with dolphin research. What we're doing is we're monitoring the migration of dolphins. And just seeing how far upriver they come. So we're a long, long way from the river mouth here too. We're a long way from the river mouth. So 3 dots the upper right side. Okay. 3 dots. Report, quality, captions. No, I don't have a list of who's... Hang on. Do I have to mod myself? Across from the top chat. No, I can't see it, Terry. You're still in 1080. Fantastic, Famo. That's exactly what we're hoping to achieve with these streams. Yeah, but all I do, that's all right, I'll figure it out. Maybe I'm not allowed to see who's watching, I don't know. All right, so we got top chat, good. Let's do that. No, let's not do that. Let's go there. My dream is to actually do a title that's correct one day. That would be nice. Yeah, it might be. Yeah, you can watch this stream in virtual reality, fam. Oh, no, I know that, Tim, but what I'm referring to is actually the list of people who are watching. So, and it says we've got 14 watching. But yeah, you can watch in virtual reality on YouTube ads. Okay. No, yeah, it's just what comes up, Tim. And this is the bit of brim fishing What's an Oculus 2 ads? Oh, thanks, Terry. We'll get a mulloway here this year, famo. We'll get a mulloway here this year. And I bet you any money with this stretch of river, and especially with that sheer drop off, and especially with that sheer drop off there, this will be a spot where they'll just cruise up and down the channel feeding. Okay, so it's just a question of patience, you know. Oh, I have no idea what Oculus One was, ads, but I'll take your word for it. I'm a dinosaur, mate. I don't really, you know, I'm not up with the new stuff. All I do is turn the camera on when I'm doing stuff, famo. I don't sit there and try and think of, you know, stuff to do. We don't pinch anyone's ideas or anything like that. We just do what we do and don't worry about it, you know. All right, good work. Oh, virtual reality headset, Oculus 2. Let me have a look. Whew. Right, so Oculus. Oh, what? Oops. 2 VR system. Wow, that's a bit sponsored. $600? Wow. Okay, well, let's just get rid of that then. Oh, thanks, Tim. What's what we were always going to do. And with brim fishing, okay, it's the hard yards that make all the difference, famo. Most of my youth was spent like this, next to a river, getting absolutely, you know, pelted with rain in most instances. When it was too bad, I would just go and sit in the car and come out every 4 or 5 minutes. Oh, that's all right, Terry. We won't worry about it, mate. Oh, nice one, ads. Well, that's what you want, mate. You want quality. Now, is that line moved, has it? Let's have a look. Oh, it's just so nice to be able to just chill out there, mate, you know? Just chill out. Now, what I've done there is I've covered my ear with the wind. I just heard the drag go off on the other reel, did I? Nope. Oh, okay. Oh, brr. We're good, famo. Yes, it's lovely to be out in nature, ads, you know. Australia has such a variety of native birds and all sorts of stuff, you know. Now, a bit further down, or is it up? Later on in the summer, we're going to fish a creek that goes into the river, way downstream, right? So, or upstream. Yeah, what I was referring to the other day, ads, and you know, don't mention any names, but I was sort of sort of like in a channel just checking out what was. Oops. I was in a channel just checking out what was going on. And I saw you type, look at so-and-so, he's just sitting there being a right C four-lettered word. Never laughed so hard in my life. Don't say the names, all right? Timmy, please. Mate, if I was going to do that, I may as well be playing lawn bowls. All right? Seriously, Timmy, calm down. You need to get out the house, go for a walk, right? And just get a bit of your zest back, son, all right? I don't watch television. Don't touch the phone screen. Yeah, quiet. Don't. No. I'm an absolute fishing addict, Tim. I can sit here all day and not get a bite and not care. All right? What I am going to do, though, is I am going to be a bit scummy, right? I'm going to get a few bits of muley and yeah. But you were right, totally, ads. Absolutely spot on right, mate. Never a truer word said. No, Timmy, you still are, mate. You've got to get out of your comfort zone, Tim. I don't have a comfort zone, Tim. I have a comfort zone between about 10 o'clock at night and 6 in the morning when I'm sleeping. That's my comfort zone. Other than that, fair bump, play on. That's exactly right, Sean. Yeah, everyone says that like me, especially when I don't catch fish. So, this is just lovely. Can you hear those trees rustling? Where we are, these are called she oaks, okay? And with the she oaks, they make a different sound to the eucalypt trees. So with the eucalypt trees, it sounds like waves crashing. With the she oaks, it sounds more like, you can, yeah, hear it? That's she oaks. Hear that? That's the she oaks. That's like the wind rushing through, whereas the waves crashing is the eucalypts. That's exactly right, Ads. Yeah. Okay, I'm going to get a couple of pilchards and I'm just going to ground bait in this area and then I'm going to ground bait on the other area, because when we fished the rivers before, what we'd do is we'd snip off little bits of muley and just throw them in the water, and eventually the mulloway would come up and find them. So the mulloway would take your bait, and when you got them on the bank, they just spew up a heap of the little pieces of muley and that sort of stuff. So now, Shawnee, now, Sean, this is just you and me, right? Okay. Drop bears don't make a sound because they're not real. Sorry to burst your bubble. You probably felt the same way when they told you about Father Christmas, the Easter Bunny, all that sort of stuff. Drop bears, the Loch Ness Monster, that's another one. Drop bears, right, are not real. So they don't make a sound, Sean. All right? Now, how well you come back from that is going to be a measure of your character, Sean, because at the end of the day, right, it's not about how good you are when you're at the top, Sean. It's about how good you are when you come back from the bottom. And I know that me telling you that drop bears aren't real, hence they don't make any sound, has set you back a bit. But, you know, Sean, you just got to sometimes sit down and look in the mirror and think, where have I come from? Where am I going? And where am I right now? Just thought I'd throw that out there for you, all right? Timmy, don't start your stuff, okay? Everything was going fine. 6 streams I made it without you putting those initials in the chat. Now all that energy is going to transfer through the rod, through the line, through the bait. The fish is going to swim up and go, oh, he's angry. I don't want to bite that. He won't let me go again. All right? Oh, yeah, I don't know about that, Sean. We went to Loch Ness when we went over for the wedding, mate, and even they make a big joke about everyone believes it. Ah, oh, lovely. It's funny, the further south you go, the worse the weather is, the more bream you catch. Here, you don't seem to get as many. I have my moments, Timmy. I have my moments, you know. And it's all real, it's not made up. Okay, let's get some pilchard. We'll start ground baiting a bit and hopefully that will turn into results. All right, we'll just leave that like that. That's going to be free spooled, so that will not go into the water. Now, have I got my knife here? I'll just double check that I've got my knife. If not, we're just going to have to persevere with what we've got. Oh, picked a fine time to use my head. pardon the pun. Great, I've got the sharpener, but I don't have the knife. Yes, Jimbo, sometimes you just got to wake up, son. Just got to wake up, Jimbo. Know what I mean? You just got to sit there and think you're an adult, you need to act like one. No, but that requires maturity and, you know, it's not part of the vocabulary at the moment, is it? Okay. There's always a catch. There we go. Well, at least the phone's charged. Let's put that in there and charge that now. Excellent, that's charging. Let's just see what this... Hey! Just a few little technical difficulties, fam. Transmission will resume shortly. Wonder if I can get that other fishing rod in the frame. Alright, a few slight technical details that our technicians are working on as we speak. When it rains, it pours. I could reverse through there. There's a thought. Yeah, so usually when you've got rock in the ground like this, fam, see all this rock and that sort of stuff? Okay, that usually means that with this igneous rock too, you'd have water going from here into there as well, like from the land that it'd seep out, you know, so very interesting. Right, let's just grab a seat. Thanks very much. Huh? That's exactly right, Timmy. The other rod's there. I've got that wedged into a fork, F-O-R-K, in the tree, and it's doing absolutely nothing. Well, I'm hoping so, Ads, because YouTube is the future, my friend. Mark my words. YouTube is the future. And if I showed you some of the gear that we've got coming for our YouTube streams, you'd be doing a cross between a Big Kev, and I'm not going to say the other one. I'm excited, that's what you'd be saying. All these tailless muleys. Hey, come on. The fish ninja. I hope so. Let's just chuck that there. Oh, Timmy, I'll give you the full breakdown, son. No worries whatsoever. I've got nothing to hide, mate. So what'll happen with the frozen muleys, famo, is they'll float while they're frozen, right? And then once they're yeah, so am I, mate, as of about 3 months ago, Tim. I'm going to chuck this all really close to shore. The one big mistake you make when you're fishing is just belting bait out miles and miles and miles out in the water. Chuck it at your feet. Let the fish come to you. Don't go to the fish. Oh, really? That's not nice, Tim. They only pay you out if it's over $100, Tim. So what I'm doing is I'm just breaking off little frozen bits of muley. I'm just feeding it into this undercut bank. Now the only thing is, fam, oh, was it? Well, you need to talk to them about that, Tim, because they should pay you. Just go to, hang on a minute, but they don't pay you until the 15th of the month. Oh yeah, don't worry about it, mate. And ideally when you do this, what you're doing is you're putting out pieces of attractant in terms of this fish that's the same size as your bait. Lovely. Oh, you're kidding. Suspicious activity. Yeah, it's called Twitch. That's a sheer drop off there. Wow. Ow! So what happens when you got no hair? Right, let's have a look. Hey, so we have got a bit of structure down there, Famo. That's why that wasn't doing anything. So we have got a bit of structure down there, that's good. Right, I quite like this vertical type of fishing in the river. Get out of there. Much better, good work. Still sinking, just stopped. Wow, that's deep. Oh, that's deep. Yeah, good, thanks, Tim, and I hope yours as well too, mate. Okay. Hey Paul, how are you, bud? Welcome to the stream, mate. We're fishing from the new spot that I told everyone about. Oh, look at that eagle. No, it's a kestrel. You're right, Timmy, get it out, mate. Don't stress, brother. Go for it. Someone might be able to give you a solution that you didn't think of before, so, you know. Vinny Santos, how are you, mate? Brazil, hola amigo. Vinny, hola amigo. Wait. Oh, you're right, Tim. Don't stress, mate. Mate, you've supported me on 2 different platforms for quite a while, pal, so go for it, mate. Stage is yours. Having a quick break work, I at home. How many cases did you have today, Paul? Oh, not of beer, I mean COVID. Yeah. 1,116 cases. My word. My word. My word. Settings. Battery. Yep, charging. Okay, we just had a little nibble, famo. And it wasn't the grass. Just had a very, very slight nibble. Slightest of nibbles. Hey Steve, how are you, bud? 25 degrees we're in Sydney. We get the rough end of the pineapple here. Oh wow, let's just chill out and enjoy it. Let's embrace what we have. Look at the colour on that screen. Look how the blues and the greens and the greys and the lichens and everything just... See these lichens on the trees? Lichens are an example of very good air quality. If you don't have good air quality, lichens won't grow. I had my first Pfizer shot last Thursday, Paul. Woke up halfway through the night trying to wrestle a dolphin off me. I'm not good with vaccinations. Oh, you're right, Tim, no dramas, mate. But you know some of the stuff that went down on that old platform, which was just, you know, unbelievable. It's amazing the difference in attitude too, Tim, you know, on the 2 platforms, mate. So anyway, but that's all right. She oaks make absolutely beautiful furniture, fam. Was the waffle grand final. Bless. Hey, I prefer grassroots football myself, Steve. I prefer grassroots football, mate. Much rather watch the waffle than the AFL sometimes, you know. Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm not good. I mean, even the flu injection, come on! Oh! That's how windy it is, fam. You can tell by the reeds and that sort of stuff. Okay, so we've had a little bit of a nibble on it. That's a good start. Hang on. Ah, dear. Let's just open the bar alarm and leave it here, shall we? We'll leave it like that. Good work. That's hopefully not going anywhere. Hang on, fam. I did see the phone heating up a bit before. Heating up. No, that's okay. All right, we should be good now. Hey. I got a phone call on the modem. That's how stupid Telstra is. Do you know what I mean? Like, it's a modem, it can't even take phone calls. Don't know, Paul. Probably about 12 to 14 degrees. Oh, they're always getting work done on them. Mate, I've had telemarketers ring on the modem. Kalbarri, Steve, lovely. Kalbarri's a very good fishing spot, mate. Oh, okay. How are the dogs going, Terry? Are they the most well-behaved people in the house? All right, we just got to wait for a bite now. That's all. Hello, Mr. Willy Wagtail, what are you doing? Oh, that's interesting. There's a heap of birds hiding in this tree here because we've got a kestrel. The kestrels actually feed on birds, and the kestrel's flying overhead. It's just cruising with the wind, you know. And the local raven gang is trying to beat it up, which is probably not a good idea, ravens. Technically, we've got Hawthorn versus Adelaide in the air. Steve, do yourself a favour, catch some herring, right? And use herring for bait. The belly is one of the best baits you can use. That snapper that we got live on stream, okay, was caught using herring as bait. They love it. You'll catch West Australian jewfish, herring, the whole lot. Well, that's interesting. It didn't take long. There's about 10 ravens and a mating pair of kestrels on flight. You just saw a heap of ravens go out after this kestrel. It's turned around and they've just packed it and taken off. Yeah, anything you catch fresh there at the beach, like herring, or even, you know, sometimes you might catch a yellow-eyed pilch or something like that. Just put it out of its misery really quickly, and then what you can do, so if you cut in a line from the anal fin of the herring to the bottom of the jaws, that's the belly, right? And with that belly, that's where, if you cut through the lining, most of the juices are on the fish. So what you do, you can either do that as a strip bait, right? But I mean, herring are a nice eating fish too, which you've got to consider. But yeah, herring, good bait. Wouldn't go that far, Paul. And I mean, herring catches everything, mate. We caught jewfish out in the boat on herring, the whole lot. It's so nice just to be able to sit down and chill out, fam. Lovely. You're welcome, Steve. Strip baits rule on the beach, mate. You know, and even if you catch yourself a legal size fish and you're going to eat it, right, fillet it. And what's left of the fillet, some of the biggest mulloway I've ever seen have been caught on silver brim carcasses or just carcasses of fish. So they've taken the fillet off, they've left the guts, all the juice from the guts of the fish is going over the frame. Put that on some hooks and chuck it out, mate. Beautiful. The fresher the bait, the better. I mean, if I was fishing for mullet and I could hook a mullet, you know, on a bread bait or a dough pudding bait, I'd use mullet for bait here. Sorry to hear that, Paul. See, we don't get that in WA, mate. We don't realise how lucky we are here. I mean, I do. "84 centimetres, that's a beautiful fish, mate. Beach worms, see? Fresher the bait, the better." In some of the rivers where you had a lot of snapper, and you go out, you know, in the mouth of the river using worms. Some people put a heap of worms on the hook and they catch snapper. How are you, Vult? 5 kilometres, wow. You've really got to worry about people's state of mind too when they do that sort of thing, because, you know, it's tough on them. Size hooks at about 10 worms at a time. Yeah, see, there's no right or wrong with fishing, mate. If you're catching fish, you're doing it right, aren't you? You know, you've always got these people, no, you've got to do it this way, you've got to do it that way. No, you don't. You do what you have to do to catch fish. Quite simple, really. Hey there, Mr. Wagtail. We're going to switch to river prawns in a minute. What are you doing, bud? Is that a nest? Where are you, buddy? I can hear you. He's just up here now. G'day, bud. Might have a nest. Rightio, so the kestrel's taken off, now he's shot off. Oh, they're good, aren't they? Tiger snakes about, oh, they're always there, mate. Perth's a lot hotter than here, Steve. Perth's much hotter than here, and Joondalup Lake has always been a good spot for snakes, mate, you know? All right, Terry. Don't worry, mate, it's not going to be too long before they're out here. There could be one right there for all we know. Hey, Penny Basher, how are you? Maybe Vult was referring to 6.0 hooks. Yeah, I always use about 4.0s to 6.0s myself, mate. But, yeah, I just thought that might have been a typo. Oh, yes, that's my knee. What's left of my knee. How are you today, Penny Basher? You good? You well? Still no bites. Other than that one little faintest of bites we had before. 6.0, cool. But over east, you get the big Bloodworms, don't you, Vault? We don't really get them here. I wish I was making it more entertaining for you, Penny Basher. But hopefully with the quality of the stream and the quality of the audio, it's almost as if you hear yourself, mate. Okay, because like I said, you know, I don't know. Yeah, I just don't know how you cope with being in the lockdown, you know what I mean? Do you, Vault? Yeah, they do, Steve. They call them dewies. We have the West Australian dewfish here, DHU, you know, so. That's the way, Penny. Now, fam. Hang on, things might be about to change. This wind's still pretty strong though. Phew. I might actually just shift the ute and try and get closer, fam. Just so you get a better picture, you know what I mean? That's a strong breeze. Oh, that's a strong breeze. See you, Paul. Thanks for coming in. Be careful, Steve. All right, I think that's a good idea. Just going to check this bait again. Okay. Yep, great. Now, I'm going to do something that I used to do in my youth. I'm actually going to chuck a bait in a very snaggy spot here. Right, just let that flick through there like a pendulum. Much better option. That is so much deeper than this spot, fam. Right, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to rest my fishing rod up against here. That's going to be strong enough. Now, rightio. Okay, I'm going to leave that in there, like that. Actually, like that. Right. When I fished the Blackwood River as a kid, this is what I would do. I would get my fishing rod and salmon in there. And if a fish, that's not going anywhere. Right. And if a fish hit the bait, it'd hook itself. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to get the car, I'm going to reverse straight down to the river here, fam. Right, but what I need to do, probably just need to back that drag off a bit actually. Get out of there, come on. Yep, that's a bit better. All right. So that's in there. That's in there. Everything's happy. That's not going anywhere. Nice. Now I can move the car. Always the way too when you're fishing, you know. You leave the rod unattended, they go mental over the bait. Oh, do you? Yeah, junior football's important for their development, mate. Whitfords, they're the same colour as Subiaco, or are they blue and white still? Now let me just check this out, fam. Hang on a second. All right, what do we got here? We got rock. We got rock there. So I need to come in. I need to come in here. Actually, I would be better off driving through the loop there, I think. So these, fam, these are lupins by the looks of it. This is really good stock feed, believe it or not, very high in nitrogen. Okay, little blue flowers come out of the paddock. Then they die off in the summer. Right, I'm just going to shift the car. Right, hopefully this doesn't move too far. I'm just going to close the back door of this and then we'll open it in a second. Or maybe, no, I've got a better idea. I've got a better idea. How's that for a bit of precision driving? That way we can keep away from the wind and the rain and the sleet and the snow. There we go. That might be a little bit better. All right, let's try that, famo. Gonna need to recharge my phone in a second. Yeah, maybe that's what we should do. Hang on. Wow, that's nearly charged. Huh. Nice. What was that? Sir Drinkwater, how are you, my friend? We're just chilling out with a bit of fishing, mate. Well, it's not catching, is it? So that needs to go in there. That needs to go in there. That needs to go in here. Like that. Yes, that's better. Now we've got some charging. And this needs to go in here. Just excuse me for a second. Drinkwater, mate. Sir Drinkwater sound. Sir Drinkwater. Tangles, they call him. That is deep. At least we found the backwaters for this day. Does it? Hang on. Ah, okay. Yeah, it is a bit, isn't it? Hang on. Let's just leave that there. This is a very deep waterway here, fam. Very deep. Hang on. Over hill and over glen. All right. Let's just get that in there. And get that in there. All right. That's probably a bit better. Nice. Rightio. Probably just you, Terry. You need a drink, mate. Right. Ha. That's not where I cast, that bait's moved. That's actually a good cast, believe it or not. Rightio. Lovely. That can stay down there. Whoa, 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 whoa. Cancel. What happened there? Oh, not again. Oh, excellent, Terry. Penny basher, I'm sorry. What? Yeah, I know, mate. By mistake, it was the grass. Oh, come on. Hang on. And now it's not coming up on my screen. Add moderator. Right, so. Remove moderator. That should fix it. Oh, that's better. No. No, it's not that at all, mate. I've just got a cracked phone screen, and every time I touch the screen, where's Penny Basher? There we go. Add moderator. Yeah, Penny Basher. Remove moderator. Penny Basher. Report. No, I don't want to report anyone. Well, Vault, it's possible. Anything's possible on this stream. I've got a crack that goes down the middle of the screen, sorry. Terry, can you try and untime him out, please? I can't even send a message. Hang on. That's terrible. Hey, sunlight, I don't believe it. That must be lost. All right, let's see how we go. Excellent, now the phone is charging. That's better. Terry, when they come back in, can you just apologise for me, please? Okay, mate, let's just... oh, we have emotes. Interesting. Hang on. All right, I'll leave that message in chat for them. I feel so bad. Hello, Mr. Mosquito. Hey, you're not meant to be out like that. Right, down that goes. Oh dear. Just got to be patient, fam, and just wait for a bite, you know? That's all we can do. I should bring my river rod holder in here, really. Oh. There you go, that's better. All right, we're on, fam. We got a bite. We got our first bite. Come on. That was our first bite. That was a really good bite. Excellent. Excellent. That was our first bite. I wasn't even ready for it. Yep, bait absolutely smashed. Excellent. Told you they'd turn up. Now, what I'm going to do is throw that same bait back in. Right, so those pilchards have worked. Lovely. Come on, lovely. Come on, get in there. Oh, sugar. Rightio, we're in business now. No, Penny Basher, I put the phone down and the grasses had been rubbing on the screen. And then what happened was it had just timed you out. So, right. Hey, Dope Fishy, how are you? Yes, mate, springing into action, I think. First bite, lovely. Rightio, first bite, and that was a good bite, famo. As soon as it felt the weight of the sinker, it dropped it. Oh, really, Dope Fishy, awesome. Must get very humid there, my friend. Lockie Law, how you going, mate? Just had our first bite of the day, Lockie. Shawnee, thanks for coming in, mate. Sorry about the reality check with the drop bears, bud. Hopefully, ads. Yeah, I know what you meant, mate. Yeah, what we did is we ground baited with some muleys about, I don't know, probably about, I'd say, good, probably half an hour ago now. Thank you, Sean. Thanks for your support on Twitter and by watching the stream, mate. Good on ya. Thanks, pal. Thanks, mate. Oh, that was a good bite as well. Well, they're here, fam. Lovely. There you go, mate. You can have another bit for free. The next one's on me. Wait. Down. Yeah, good. Yeah, leave that on the phone. All right, famo. We're in business. I don't think that second one was as big as the first one, but that's okay. Now, let's get this. Let's cut another bit of tail off. Okay, nice work. Put them in there. Chucked out down there. Like that, like that, like that, like that. Okay, now they pay. Just going to hold on to the bait here. All right, I'm going to do a little reverse cast here. That's a good cast. Right. Okay. Now sit back for some action, fam, because it's about to go down. That's right, Ads. I'm actually not going to bother to charge my microphone. Tell you what, it's getting a bit cheeky. Let's just put this away. The thing is, in the old days, fam, when they caught brim, they'd leave a lot of line off the reel so the brim could swallow the bait and you'd catch it in the stomach. I don't want to do that. I always try and catch them in their lips, you know what I mean? So, all right, good. That's a fairly, oh God. That's a fairly taut line there, so as soon as it hits, don't do that, phone. Yes, Stephen. Okay, this is going to be an instant hookup this time, famo. There's no slack line or anything like that, so let's see. Let's hope that they hook up straight away. Come on. Ah. Something like that, Volt. Just going to drop my rod tip down. Yeah, Malloy Island is beautiful, Steve. I've got a lot of good spots around Malloy Island with reception. Malloy Island's such a beautiful part of the world, mate. And this is the thing with brim fishing, fam, you just got to be patient. Really? Why would they do that? I know why they did that. Probably because some people weren't doing the right thing. Okay, I get that. Very, very tentative bites, famo. Very tentative bites. Oh, mate. It's always someone that's got to stuff things up for someone else. Oh, no. That wasn't... What was that? Okay. There we go. I'll just chuck that down like that. What I can do though, I don't do that. Oh, they certainly make. It's always the way, isn't it? That 0.01% that stuff it up for the 99.99% of everyone else, mate, you know? Yeah, I've been fishing Malloy Island since the 70s, Steve. Love the place. Break Inlet's the same on the way to Walpole, mate. They have houses down there. Some people went in there and, you know, just totally broke into the places and trashed them, you know what I mean? Yeah, that's exactly right, Steve, you know. Just so nice to be able to fish without any stress. No one belting around on, you know, like bikes and smoking gunja about 100 metres away. God, it's terrible. Oh, it's just so lovely here, fam. Now that I'm confident that this wind is gone, what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring that tripod down here much closer and we'll make it a far more interesting experience, okay? Okay, great. Just going to leave this bar alarm open Right, I'll get that in there. Okay, that's not going to get dragged in by anything. Just going to leave that bail arm open. That way, if a fish hits, it's going to take the bait. So let's bring the tripod down here. I don't think it's going to rain anymore because the sun's out. Still got heaps of wind though. They said that it was going to sort of peter off by about 2 o'clock, which is what we're working off now. I'm going to do this though. I'm going to bring this in here, right? That's going to protect the modem like so. That's the battery pack for the phone. Let me just check this. Oh yeah, we've still got a bit left there. What's this on? 79% and charging. Okay, so let's bring this in here. Oops. Let's bring this down here. Okay, and that way we're all good. So, we'll just chuck this up in this high country here, or higher than the phone and the modem. Good. Let's just get this sorted in here. Right, this will be... No, don't do that. Okay. So, let's just get that down here. There we go. That's a much better zoom now, fam. Okay. Nice, that's all nestled in. That's good, that's good, that's good. Let's chuck that down there. No rain on that. Great, much better. Okay. And a bitten bait. Oh mate, we are, Steve. We are. We have so much unique flora and fauna here. Just unbelievable. And the funny thing is, not many people know about it, believe it or not. Oh, lovely. Ah, that's better. Now we're set. Now we're set, famo. Absolutely set. Let's do it. Ha! Much better. Beautiful open view of the river. Good work. Hopefully that phone doesn't blow over. It shouldn't do. Okay, good. Just nice to be able to sit down by a river, famo, you know what I mean? Just chill out and... I think we'll probably go through till about 3 o'clock, fam. No problems, Steve. Okay, good. Live, not lagging. Brilliant. Excellent. Okay. This river does have a very low population of bream though compared to other rivers. So when you do catch one, it is usually a good one, you know. Perseverance pays off, fam, we know that much. Ideally, I think a good place for the camera would be there. But that's all right. Come on. Fish are very finicky today, fam. We've had 2 good bites. First one was really good and a good fish. Second one, not as good. Now I'm just feeling like the very slightest tap on the bait, you know. Tell you what, that wind's howling. Is everything good? Do we still have good quality picture and everything, Famo? Is everything good? Do we still have... Yes, that's good there with the audio. Nice. Oh. Okay, excellent. Oh. I'm just going to plonk this rod down. Going to put this in here, and then what we're going to do is we're going to go and check the other one, fam. Okay, that's going to be left like that. Thanks, mate. I'm going to need it, Volt. We've got that one there. Let's send this one out here now. Maybe what we should do, not do that, how do we chuck that in there? like that. I'm hoping we can get back out and do some beach fishing soon, famo, you know? All right, 222. It's funny, we got those two good bites and then nothing, and a very, very tentative bite. Now they've gone off again. I wonder what the story is with tides and everything. Let's just have a look. Great, showers, late storm, awesome. Oh, I get it. We're right on the bottom. High tide at 6 in the morning. Very interesting. So early morning there's a big tide. We're going to have to take advantage of that tomorrow, I think. I'm surprised we even got a bite today, fam, heading that we're right on heading on the low tide. Very interesting. What's the barometer at the moment? Don't you shit on me. Hello, mate, it's a butcher bird, awesome. Griffs. Wow, we're under 1,000 hectopascals, fam. That's not good. That's never good for fishing. I'm surprised we even got a bite today, famo. That's not a good sign at all. You want the hectopascals to be above 1,000 every single time. Okay. Well, fam, what we might do, now that I've... Oh, no, don't do that. Now that I've found that out, I think we'll give it 5 more minutes, and then we'll probably call it a day, eh? We have got some serious rain turning up, apparently. So while we've got this little bit of sunshine, we'll see what's out there. We'll move on. Okay. Oh, a little bit, Terry, yeah. Okay, so this is this weather that was going to come in. What's that, Terry? Even in the freshwater fishing, Terry, you want your barometer to be above 1,000. And what's happening is, about an hour ago, it was above 1,000 according to the graph, and now it's dropped well and truly under, so that's not going to do anyone any favours. Ads, how are you, bud? We'll come back here next week, though. It's going to take a week or two for the beach to sort of form again, fam, because with this winter weather pattern, the waves and that sort of stuff have been washing right up to the dunes. Right, so we're just going to have to put up with it. We've had a very long winter this year, So on Friday, we might even do some freshwater fishing, you know. We are going to do a lot more freshwater fishing in our streams this year too, fam. Just got to get, you know, just got to get the, either if I can't live stream it, I'll obviously tape it for YouTube, you know. All right, let's bring in that other big one. I'm just going to put this one down here for a second. Right, let's just chuck that down there. Right, that's going to hold on for sure, like that. Nice, if that tips over, we'll be right. Let me just get this through here now. And what we'll do now, famo, is we're just going to throw some more baits down here. We're actually going to train the fish to come to us, right? But one thing we'll do before we go, let's just grab this tripod and go for a really nice walk and just check out all these new spots, okay? And just see if there's other spots we can fish as well. So let's just put this out. There's going to be heaps of them. Always best to have a look when you come down to a new spot, you know. Right, so let's put that away. Actually, you know what? I wonder if I can put this and just, I wonder. I don't think we'll get a bite, but that's famous last words. I know what we can do. Here's what we'll do, fam. Let's leave this like this, right? Turn that around there. Excellent. So what we're going to do, right, is I'm just going to leave this bait in the water here while we're going for a walk. Okay? And then that way, when we come back, it should still be there. Hang on. Okay, time to do a bit of exploring, famo. So, we'll put this back in the car, right? let's go and do a bit of exploring. We've got to figure out what we've got here, you know. Leave that. Right, so I don't need to worry about that anymore. So let's just chuck that in there. What I might do is plonk that in here though. And we'll grab the modem. We'll grab the other phone. We'll give this a charge so it doesn't run out of light charge. And let's go and see what other good spots we've had to fish with later. All right. Rightio. Let's go and have a look what else there is to check out, alright? And you got to do this, famo, you know what I mean? Always see what is available, because you'll fish different spots at different times of year, right? You'll fish different spots at different times of year. Okay, let's go and have a look. Chuck that there. Right, so they've definitely got enough charge. That's definitely got enough charge. 20,000 milliampere power bank, it'd want to. Right, let's go for a walk, famo. We'll take this with us as well. Now what I need to do is I need to figure out where all... Okay. Just need to figure out where... Oh, no, don't. Stop broadcasting. Okay, let's go and have a look. Alrighty. So, let's go and have a look what's going on. I'm just going to test... Right. So here... Oh, it is, Terry. You got to know what you're dealing with, you know, and we need to figure out exactly how far we're able to go fishing. Okay, so straight away we've got a difference in the river here. All right, so what you do when you fish for bream, okay, is you come along here like this, right, and in every single gap in the trees, like there and there and there and under there, you cast a bait. And what that does, right, is you're just fishing the gaps in the trees, and the fish are in... the fish are in here. Now what do we got here? So this end of the river is a lot shallower, right? I can see the bottom there. Right, so there's the car. Excellent, so let's go and have a look. Not often you get the privilege of being allowed onto someone's farm, famo. Now this is a good spot. Now we're talking. See, if we didn't go for a look, we'd never find out. So see this in here, right? We've got this log down here, got this open space here. We would cast a bait under there. That just screams really big black bream. Okay, let's go under here. Yep, so see that snag there? That's probably got fish underneath it. So our cast would be in between that branch and that branch in here. That's where you'd aim for. As close to the snag as possible without hitting it. And a lot of times when you go along, right, you'll see a little bronze flash in the water. That's a bream. Okay, beautiful. This is fast snag gear up here, fam. So see that in there? Right. In here what we have, yep, much better option. So in the afternoon when the sun's on this side of the river, we can fish the shade on this side. See, that's good. Now let's go for another walk, just checking for snakes because they will be out this time of year. Brilliant, here's another good spot. All right, so we've got a submerged snag in here. See down in here, fam? Right. No. Down in here, we've got this submerged snag. There's another one just in here. So what you've probably got, see that in there? You've probably got a bream underneath that. Okay, but obviously we'd have to wait for the weather to get a bit better without the barometer falling out of the sky, so to speak, you know. So this reminds me of some farms that I fish down in a little town called Pemberton in the southwest. Okay, now we've still got 5 bars of reception. What a luxury. What a luxury. Okay, Terry. Okay. Yep. All this screams bream habitat, famo. All of this screams bream habitat. Right. Let's walk along here and see what's going on. Full reception, good. Lovely. Okay. Another good little spot in there. That's an absolute corker. So what we've got here on the left hand side is a tree that's fallen and submerged in the water. This would definitely have bream. Okay. That would definitely have bream. There's a branch that's fallen down there. Good. Okay, well. And here what you'd hope to do, right, is you would hope to just cast your bait out. And then as soon as the fish hit, you'd have to just lock your drag up straight away and wrestle it out of the snag. So, see this tree here? Now we're talking. Obviously you'd have to be careful in some with snakes. Right. This in here is absolute prime bream territory, fam. Snags everywhere. So what you'd do is you'd cast between the she oak here and that snag in there. And then as soon as it hit the bait, you just hang on for dear life. I can guarantee you there would be a fish under there as well. Okay, so all this is just top-notch bream habitat, fam. Absolutely top-notch. Right, so nice. See, further down south, in a place like Manjimup or Pemberton, you'd actually have trout and redfin in this river. Although we're probably close enough to Collie. That's the Coalfields Highway you can hear in the background. Right. Whew. It's a bit windy. Yep. Here's our spot. Right here, famo, check this out. See how we have this gap in the trees here? Right, fantastic. This would be an ideal place to cast a bait out, and there would definitely be fish under here. Okay, we could virtually stay here. We could stay here all day, right, and just pull fish out of this one spot. I could park the car there. And this is the advantage, right, of doing the right thing, okay, when it comes to private landowners. Brilliant, look at this. Now, if we don't catch a bream in here, I would be very, very shocked. Oh, no, what am I doing? Don't touch that. Hang on. Okay, well this is handy. We've just done an update. Great. We're actually streaming with 5G. I don't believe that. We're not actually, it's 4G. What am I saying? Alright, so just under here, absolutely spot on. So, someone's been walking through here recently and there hasn't been cattle. Look at all this habitat in here. There'd be a bream in there. Mind you, you'd have an absolutely terrible time trying to get it out of here. Okay, so, you know, most of your big bream will come around when you're hanging off a tree, fam. Right, in here, anywhere there's a gap in the trees, right, you've got a chance of hooking a fish. And that's the good thing about fishing. Each cast could be the fish of a lifetime, you know. So let's just go for a walk through here. Now these ferns that you see, these are called bracken fern. Okay, now let's suss this out. What's over here? Okay. All right, excellent. Yeah, we could drive right down here, actually. Hello, look at that for a spot. Yep. Okay, so brilliant. Now we could launch a kayak from here, fam. Yep. Okay, so here we go. Right, this would be a really good spot too. Okay, so all in all, we have got so much untapped potential here, it's just not funny. There'd be fish under there, there'd be fish under here, okay, there'd be fish under here, we could cast out there. Lovely. We're at low tide at the moment, so yep, excellent. Wow. And the good thing about this is we're not fighting other people for spots, famo. Look. Right. More spots in here. Okay. You'd have bream in there, but you'd have a hell of a time getting them out from under those snags, but you still have to try. So in here, what you do is you'd cast just to the canopy line there, right? And when the fish came in, you'd try and reef it out in here to the right. That would be about your only chance you would have to like get those fish. But this makes it a lot easier. And what we will do, famo, right, is we'll get the kayak out of storage. We'll bring the kayak down here and we'll go for a paddle, right? And then we'll see what secrets the river can sort of tell us then, you know? As the only time you really get to see what a river's like is either walking along it like we do, okay, or going in a kayak and trying to figure it out as you go along in the kayak, you know? But either way, excellent. You could launch your kayak in there easily. Wow. Right. All right, fam, so look, no fish today, just a couple of very tentative bites. Thanks for tuning in. What we're going to do is, we've left that other bait unattended, right, so we're going to go back along the river and then we're going to see if there's anything attached to the end of that fishing rod, and then we're going to call it a day. So if you've got any questions that you want answered, you can either go to Twitter or you can post them in the chat and we'll just work from there. Right, so back around. Hey. Right. So much habitat through here, famo. And I don't reckon it would have seen a fish like for years. So I think in summer we're going to have a really good time here. Hey, you fell out of the tree, little fella. There was a little wattle bird on the ground. It must have fallen out of a tree with the wind, but they're the 28s and the rainbow lorikeets, African lovebirds, everything. Right, yeah, let's go for another look. And the other thing is too, when you're checking a river out, you can walk one way and see spots, and then you come back the other way, you know what I mean, walking the other way, and then you'll see other spots. But look, what I'll do is let's sign out. Stay safe, stay well, be the best person you can be every day.